All right, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something I think is absolutely fascinating. What happens when you take a philosophy born in a car factory and plant it, literally, in a vineyard? We're talking about applying the principles of modern manufacturing to the ancient art of growing grapes. It's a pretty wild crossover. If you're a winemaker these days, you are under some serious pressure. Costs are sky high, you never have enough time, and there's this huge push to be more sustainable. It's all about working smarter, not just harder. And the answer? Well, it might come from the most unexpected place you can imagine. I mean, it sounds a little crazy, doesn't it? A car factory? But that's the big idea we're going to unpack today. The exact same kind of thinking that completely revolutionized how Toyota builds cars is now helping grape growers save money, save time, and honestly, save the planet. So what is the secret sauce? It's a philosophy called lean management. And its first, most important rule is to ask one simple but incredibly powerful question: what does our customer actually value? Not what we think they value, but what they really, truly want and are willing to pay for. Okay, so at its heart, lean is like a two-sided coin. On one side, you focus every single thing you do on creating that customer value. And on the other side, you hunt down and ruthlessly eliminate anything that doesn't create value. In the world of lean, this stuff has a name. It's called waste, or in Japanese, muda. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Traditional thinking asks, hey, how can we do this task faster? But lean thinking takes a step back and asks, wait a second, why are we even doing this task at all? See the difference? It's a massive shift from just working harder to really truly working smarter. So theory is great, but let's see how this actually works on the ground. We're going to look at a real-world case study where a team applied lean thinking to one of the most resource-intensive jobs in any vineyard, spraying the vines to protect them from pests. Okay, so check out the original process. It was a real grind. The operator starts with maintenance, mixes the chemicals at the main base, drives the tractor way out to the first field, does the spraying, and then, get this, drives the empty tractor all the way back to base just to refill. They do that whole loop over and over again for every single plot. You can just feel the wasted time and fuel, right? And when they actually put a stopwatch to it, the numbers were, well, kind of shocking. In a typical 13-and-a-half-hour day, a staggering 22% of the time, that's nearly 3 full hours, was pure muda. Just gone. Wasted on unnecessary travel, fixing things that shouldn't have broken, stuff that added zero value to the grapes. So, with that waste now staring them in the face, the team got to work. And they didn't just try to speed up the old process, they completely re-engineered it to get rid of those wasteful steps for good. First up, they tackled all those annoying breakdowns. Instead of stopping mid-job to fix a clogged nozzle, they moved all the preventative maintenance to the end of the day. They also brought in this brilliant Japanese system called 5S to organize the workshop, which is basically a fancy way of saying a place for everything and everything in its place. No more wasting time just looking for the right wrench. Next, they got really smart. They challenged that old one-size-fits-all spraying strategy. They used data to create a risk map of the whole property, which let them see which fields were high risk and which were low risk. For the low-risk zones, they could just skip some treatments entirely. Genius! Saves time, saves money, saves resources. But this next fix, this one is my favorite. It's a classic lean tactic called the milk run. Now, it sounds counterintuitive, right? To make the one big tractor more efficient, they added a second, smaller vehicle. This support truck's only job was to bring the premixed chemicals directly to the sprayer out in the field. This meant the most expensive, most important piece of equipment never had to stop doing what it does best: spraying. So, the big question, what was the result of all these changes? Was it just a little improvement here and there? No way. The results were powerful, they were measurable, and they happened fast. And this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Look at the difference between before and after. Fuel consumption plummeted, water consumption, same story. The visual is just so stark and so clear. So what was the final number? Get this, the vineyard cut its fuel and water use by over 30%. That's not a tiny tweak. That is a massive, game-changing win. It means lower costs, which makes the business healthier, and a much smaller environmental footprint, which makes it way more sustainable. And that really is the heart of it. This was never just about finding a better way to spray some grapes. Lean is a total mindset shift. It's a whole new way of looking at your work, of constantly focusing on what truly matters and questioning everything else. It's a roadmap to being better at what you do, period. So it all leaves us with one final thought. A question for you. Whether you're in a vineyard, an office, a hospital, or a factory, this thinking applies everywhere. The real question is, what muda, what hidden waste, is just waiting to be found in your daily work?